Kevin here, Coliseum Comics. It is April 10th. That's a Wednesday. That's New Comic Book Day. And today I'm combining coffee and comics with my picks of the week because there's a lot of great stuff out today. And I want to talk a little more in depth about some of the stuff. Let me put this down here so I don't spill it. I'm going to spill it anyway, Jesus. Okay. This week I had 2 from Marvel, I had 3 from DC, but then I had like 5 from Independent because there was so much good stuff. So let's just go through some of the picks and why they're my picks of the week. Amazing Spider-Man 47 was my first pick from Marvel Comics this week. Why is that? Because the art itself, first off, this is written by Zeb Wells. The art is by Todd Nuck. And I love Todd Nuck stuff. His art has always been kind of fun and great. Let's talk about the storyline first. After the events of Web of Spider-Man #1, Chasm is back on the loose. It's up to Spider-Man to hunt him down. This book it has a very cool feel like the old Spider-Man days because it has Peter going on a very awkward blind date. It has Betty Brant. It has all sorts of action. It has this beautiful Todd Nuck art. Look at that. I'm going to zoom in there. My zooming in is just moving my hand closer. That's just gorgeous art. If you've been unhappy with the art inside lately, and everyone knows what I'm talking about, this book right here, it's a fun read. It's good to go back and have a old-fashioned Spider-Man. And in fact, it's leading up to Amazing Spider-Man 50. That's Amazing Spider-Man 47 out today. One of my favorite books, and it's been I'm huge, everyone knows, Fantastic Four fan. Look at this beautiful cover by Alec Ross right there. This is number 19. It's written by Ryan North, who's doing a bang-up job on this title. The art is by Carlos Gomez, and I want to throw a huge shout-out to Jesus Abertov, who did the coloring, because this book right here, it's a deep dive into a film noir story. Look at that right there. God, absolutely gorgeous all the way across. I love everything about this book. Susie Storm, her boyfriend, Dr. Reed Richards, is missing. So she goes to get help from a private investigator, the blind Alicia Masters. And so she hires her to find out where Reed is. This book, it's not a dream sequence, it's not an imaginary tale, it actually fits into the MCU and it does so beautifully. Man, this book is a lot of fun. And I always say, if you're not having fun reading comics, why are you reading them? But look at the colors. Look at just the use of not oversaturated. It's gorgeous and a very film noir feel to it. Fantastic Four 19. Pick it up, my friends. Talk about feels for books. When you read a book, you get a feeling for a movie style. Let's go to DC and my first pick of the week, The Batman. First Night, number 2. Written by Dan Jurgens, art by Mike Perkins. This book is so gorgeous. There are a bunch of monsters terrorizing Gotham City. Look at that. That's gorgeous. It's up to the Batman and Commissioner Gordon to fight the monsters and the criminal underworld at the same time. And I'll tell you, for a book that starts out with the Batman in the electric chair and has him fighting monsters, you're not gonna get what a fun read, honestly. And again, why are you reading comics? To enjoy them. This book is so enjoyable. It's a black label. It's a little bigger, and it's definitely worth the money. Pick it up. The Batman, First Night, number 2. That's my first pick. My second pick, Action Comics 1064 right here. Boom, baby. This is the start of Brainiac Attacks. This is written by Joshua Williamson, art by Rafa Sandoval, excuse me. I get so excited by this book. Look at that art. Man, this is a fun book. It's Brainiac's, let me find this. There's this double page spread, this beautiful. Brainiac's Lobo Army attacks Metropolis. Look at that. Gorgeous, right? Man, I love the action in that. So Brainiac's Lobo Army attacks Metropolis, but Brainiac is not bottling Metropolis. He's collecting something else. What is he collecting? This is a multi-crossover series. It's going through all the Superman titles for the next 3 months. This, I got to tell you, the year of Superman, they are just killing it with this. I love this. Action Comics 1064 out today. I was looking forward to it. It just exceeded my expectations. My third pick, I've been loving the Green Lantern lately. Number 10 is out today. Written by Jeremy Adams, art by Zermanico. Hal Jordan is back on Oa, but this time he's a bit of a fugitive. Can't use his power ring because that's how they hunt them. God, so much fun. I don't want to show too many pages because there's so much that goes on, but is it Green Lantern? Yes. Is it action? Yes. Is it fun? Oh, yes, it is. Green Lantern, number 10. Okay, those are my Marvel and DC picks. Now, I said Indie had a bunch of stuff. Indie does have a bunch of stuff. We're going to start off with Image and Skybound's Transformers, number 7, written by Daniel Warren Johnson. The art is by Jorge Corona. Now, for those who read the first 6 issues, you know that Darren Warren Johnson did both the writing and the art. You say, well, it's going to change. The change is so little, and it's still amazing. This book is so well written, and the art is so good, and it's so much fun. The Decepticons feel they need a new leader. And how do you do that? Trial by combat. This book, man, when you... just as you go through it, it's such a fun read. Again, you feel like a kid again. If you're a big Transformer fans, this book is definitely for you. If you're a Daniel Warren Johnson fan, yeah, he's still bringing it. Jorge Corona, man, bringing it. That's what makes this book great. By Image and Skybound, Transformers, number 7. My second pick, blew my mind. Boom Studios brings us Uncanny Valley, number 1, written by Tony Fleeks. Dave Watcher is the art. This is Oliver right there. Boop. 12-year-old kid, new kid in school. That's hard enough as it is. But imagine you're the new kid in school, and for some reason you get in trouble because you have cartoonish type powers. Well, maybe spend all my time watching tunes. By the way, hey, I spent all my time watching cartoons as a kid. Where are my toony powers? I don't get them. This book made me laugh out loud. I just chuckle by myself like an idiot. I loved it. Uncanny Valley, number 1 from Boom Studios. Don't miss it. Don't sleep on this. If you're a Coliseum of Comics subscriber, we know we have that number 1. If you buy number 1 and you read it and you don't like it, you can return it. But you're going to love this. You're going to love it. I guarantee it. Love it. I had a good time. My next number 1, a lot of number 1s this week. Image Comics is bringing us Rat City, number 1. This is a Spawn title without the name Spawn in the title, right? Wow, weird. It is written by Erica Schultz. The art is by Zick Carlos. Peter Cairn, he's a soldier. He's an amputee due to a huge accident, and through his prosthetic legs, that's how he gets his Spawn powers. This is an origin story. It's action-packed, like super action-packed. The art is great. It just jumps out at you. The colors are great. Rat City, number 1, Image. If you're a Spawn fan, don't miss it. Don't sleep. If you're not a Spawn fan, check it out. It's such great writing. Okay, let's go to another book from IDW. Man, this book has just been killing it. We're talking, I'm going to say, Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, written and drawn by Patrick Horvath. Sam is on the run from the authorities, so she's hiding out in the woods. And nature, of course, teaches us some very brutal lessons. And for Sam, well, school is in session. How this is going to work out for her, you just got to read it to find out. If you are not reading this book, man, I am loving it. Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, IDW. It is number 5. It is out today. Get you. So good. My last book is from Dark Horse Comics. Our friends at Dark Horse bring us another fun book. This is Monsters Are My Business. and my business is bloody. This is number 1, written by Cullen Bunn. The art is by Patrick Piazzalunga. You're going to meet, there we go, right there. You're going to meet Grizz. You're going to meet a koala bear right there with a chainsaw. His name is Cuddles. And you're going to meet a necromancer named Hillary. Their job, take on all the nightmares from beyond space and time. And this book itself, again, another fun read. Holy cow. I always say to people, if you're not reading independent, you're missing out. And I'm going to stay with that because so much fun this week. There's a lot of great stuff from Marvel, from DC, from all the independents, Boom Studios, Dark Horse, Image, IDW, Skybound. Man, and that's the thing. We're here at almost 11 minutes, and I've been rambling about comics, but I do love them. There's so much great out this week. There's so much great to read. Again, you know what I say. You want to have a good time in life? Get yourself a big old stack of comics. Then what do? Get yourself a big old bowl of cereal. Put your feet up. It doesn't have to be cereal. It could be something else. Maybe some cheeseburgers or something. I don't know. Just don't get grease on your comics, for God's sake. These are collectibles. Don't ruin your books. Have some fun in your life. Put on some 80s tunes. That's what I do. That's my jam. I put on 80s tunes. I grab a big old stack of comics, and I sit back and I relax and I read, and it's like being a kid again. Man, there's no better feeling. But to have that happen, to have all that goodness, there's one thing you have to do. Say it with me. Get thee to a Coliseum of comics. Hey, thanks for watching. I will see you next week. We've got so much great stuff coming up. Remember, Free Comic Book Day is coming up May 4th. So much. That's also May 4th. May the Force be with you day. But I'm Kevin. See you in the stores.